I'm a survivor.
Yo, it's Varner from Survivor, the Australian Outback in Cambodia. Second chance. You don't have to dig. No climbing, no lying to anybody. You have found Survivor's hidden idol on the internet. And you didn't even need a clue, because they ain't got one. It's Survivor Talk with D&D. Dwaine and David. Take it away.
So if you feel me, put your hands in there.
Welcome to Survivor Talk with D&D. I'm Dwaine.
And I'm David.
And we're just two best friends talking about the show we love, Survivor. Welcome to our fourth and final preseason episode for Survivor Kaôh Rōng, the D&D Survivor Challenge Draft, which I won last season. Just saying. Saying.
You and Steve Helling.
Me and Steve Helling beat David and Andy.
Yes.
This year we have brought in the heavy hitters. All right. So, David, we don't know your team name, but we need you to introduce your team and then reveal your team name. Go ahead, David. Who is your team?
My team consists of four seasons of Survivor experience.
Yeah, okay.
Two-timers. All the way out from Washington, right? You're not in Oregon, you're in Washington. Washington of the Great West, Upper North. We have Mrs. Lady Kelley Wentworth.
Go Hawks. Okay, thanks for that introduction, David.
Yeah, David, Seattle, Oregon. That's it.
No,
she lives in Seattle, Oregon.
You're not listening. It's okay.
All right, who's your other teammate?
And then about 60 minutes, I think, west of Dwaine, down in the great state of Alabama, Roll Tide, we've got the awesome superfan himself, Colton Cumbie.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
All right, I'm going to go ahead.
I'm on my couch. This is like my perfect place to play Survivor. So.
That's right. Yeah, really, because, I won't go there. All right, so good job. All right, David, before you do your team name, let me introduce my teammate. It only takes two of us to beat your three. It only takes one season of Survivor to beat your four. It's D&amp Foley.
Hey, that's right, baby. When you said heavy hitters, you were definitely talking about me, baby, because I have gained all my weight back.
Yeah, you and I together outweigh them a bunch, and that's what matters. All right, David.
Damn right.
So David and I have compiled teammates, like we just told you, to battle it out in the Survivor Challenge, and tonight we are going to draft our teams. Now, I want to remind our panel that this is a family-friendly show, safe for work, safe to play in front of your 8-year-old niece. All right?
He's talking to you and me, Colton. So,
yes,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to down in dirt.
You're so full of crap your eyes should be brown, right? That's.
So before we announce our team names, let me just really quickly tell you we have 3 shows coming up. Wednesday night, February 17th. That's Wednesday night, right after the show airs. Jeff Varner's going to join us for our recap and discussion of the premiere. So that's going to be awesome. Wednesday night, he'll have just watched it, we'll have just watched it, and we're going to do just a recap. And since it's the premiere episode, we're going to go ahead and do a Sunday night listener feedback show on that Sunday night. So we're going to do 2 shows for the premiere. So be sure to do that. And then on Sunday, April 3rd, for all of our amazing D&D patrons, Kelley is in the process of getting together Kelley and Friends. So she's got a couple friends that she's going to get together. And we're going to have a Kelley and Friends patron podcast. It'll be a big conference call, and you'll get to call in and talk to Kelley and whoever her friends are. I think she said Brad Pitt. I'm not sure. But
I wish.
Yeah.
You can ask me things.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You can ask things not Survivor related.
Yeah, it's going to be a open season. It's just going to be a fun conference call, and that's for D&D patrons. So if you're not a patron, go ahead and do that. David, you want to plug the Durham Warriors Survival Challenge before we announce our team names?
www.DurhamWarriorsChallenge.com. You can still apply. I believe it goes till the end of February, and they are still looking. They have not locked in a cast. They are still building another awesome cast. It won't be as awesome as last season because they had the most awesomest players on there. Dan can attest. He was there all weekend, just like about a dozen other survivors were there all weekend. But you can still apply until the end of February. Get your apps in. They make a little video. They can't wait to meet you and see you, and it's one of the best weekends you will ever have.
That's
every
right.
time, every player from Survivor that's ever played will tell you it is every bit as grueling, and it's condensed into a 4-day period. It will test you a lot more than you would think.
All right. So if you're watching live, chatting, great to have you. If you're listening later, great to have you. If you are watching, we have these cool little, they're called microphone flags. We named them Cheech and Chong in honor of the listener who donated them. So if you know our listeners very well, then you probably know who did it. But anyway, Cheech and Chong, those are our mic flag names. All right, David.
Far out, man.
Yeah, man. So, David, what is your team name? What have you and Colton and Kelley come up with as a name? Because, as you know, the name has so much to do with it.
You know what it's not going to be?
What?
It's not going to be the Foxy Nail.
Okay. All right. Touche.
Okay.
Well, David named his team some kind of venereal disease 2 years ago.
And that team put your team in the hospital, baby.
Well, yeah, it did, because it was dangerous and contagious.
Oh, my God.
Was it gonorrhea or whatever it was?
We will not be named after that.
It was Team Ghana or something. All right, go ahead.
Well, for our name, we put a lot of time into this name. We put weeks and weeks of discussion into this name.
So you guys did it tonight, huh?
Well, about 3 minutes ago. But anyway, it came down. It came down to our Alabama pride pulling this name together. So I'm going to let Colton tell you what the name is and where he got it from.
Okay, so basically what we did was we combined mine and Kelley's original tribes, which we were ever on, and which are Manano and Hunapu, and we came up with Munapu.
Nice.
Tell us the real tribe name. Go ahead.
I wanted to go with first responders and salute to what the commercials are telling us, but I think we should stick with Survivor. It's about Survivor. It's not about medical evac.
All right, okay. So
I suggested Thrice is nice because there's 3 of us.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
We both played twice, and if we ever played again, it would be the 3rd time. So
that's our name. Let's do that
That's
one.
our name. That was
Y'all
a
wanna
joke.
do
The first one
Thrice
was a joke. We're doing Thrice is nice.
Thrice is nice.
Nice. I like that one better.
Thrice is nice.
All right.
Made that decision.
Well, Dan and I were on the phone with his beautiful wife, Erin, who I got to tell you is the sweetest lady. Listen, my friends.
True.
David and I spent the night at Dan's house, and Erin is absolutely the sweetest lady you will ever meet. All right? I mean, I just got to tell you, she's amazing. But she did not come up with this name, but she did approve it.
No. As a matter of fact, she opposed it vehemently.
Oh, she opposed it vehemently.
So the build-up for this name has just been lost.
Yeah. Erin does this thing whenever I say something that she doesn't approve of. I get the nostril flare. You know.
All right, Dan. Would you like to reveal our tribe name, or do you want me to do it?
We will officially be known as the Double D Brigade.
Yes.
Figured that is indicative of our own bra sizes, so I figured that was the way to go.
Okay, I wasn't going to go there, but all right.
Didn't you tell him that was the name of our first website?
The Double D Brigade. It's the Double D. Okay, because we can't do D&D because that's David and myself. So we're the Double D Brigade.
Well, every time I come on, we call ourselves the True Brigade.
Yeah. Right.
I would have never come across you guys if it was called the Double D Brigade.
All right, y'all. Let's do this. Here we go. All right, David, why don't you go ahead and explain how the draft is going to work?
We're going to pick castaways.
Oh, really?
All right. Well, here's what's going to happen.
Really delve into that one. Whoa, slow down, David.
Dwayne does all the talking. I'm just here for once. So anyway, which I'm supporting my premiere this week of Deadpool, which comes out Friday.
Oh, gosh, what a horrible movie.
Anyway, yes.
It's coming out tonight.
Oh, that's true. Starts tonight. That's right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do what we did last year to start the draft. I've got 2 poker chips. These are the cheap ones, not the Vegas ones, and they got 1 and 2 on them, as you can see. I'm gonna be holding one in my hand, and Dan and Dwayne have to pick which one I have in my hand. And if Dwayne gets it right, he gets to choose either the first pick or the second and third pick. And how this draft goes is first pick gets 1, second pick gets 2, third pick gets 2, and they get 2 every pick until the last person, which was the first person, gets the last pick by themselves.
That's right.
Basically, you get who's left.
So you're going to hold one of the chips in your hand, and I'm going to call out a number, and you're going to reveal it without ever moving it. Okay, go for it.
What's last year you lost, so I don't know if you want to get Dan to do it or what.
Yeah, didn't he win last year? I don't really think the flip of the coin matters, does it?
But I don't remember a Foley being on that tribe. So here is the chip.
There is the chip. All right, Dan, call it.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, in honor of Colton's mono poop failed idea, we'll take number 2.
Number 2. All right, here we go. It is number 1.
Well, that would be number 2, but no, it is number 1.
Crud!
So, what that allows us, as the Thrice is Nice trio, do we want first pick or do we want second and third pick? And I think we already discussed this. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we
Let's listen.
Hey,
we want to pass along.
I think Colton's been visiting Cheech and Chong or something. He's really laid back right now. He's just kind of over there. Well, you know, guys.
We talked about a lot of stuff, so I'm just like,
Okay. We talked about everything. We went through the whole thing, so we talked about this, and we knew this would be our first show.
Oh, that's a great picture of David right there.
That's awesome.
Because last year.
So
and,
are we going to do first pick?
No, we're gonna pass.
Let them.
Colton, you are.
We're gonna pass.
Let them.
And Dwayne made a good pick last year. He picked the final 3 person and got Tasha. He didn't pick the right final 3 person, but he picked her. But he did end up picking Jeremy after this. That was good. But so we're gonna pass. Let Dan and Dwayne have the very first pick, and then we will settle for the second and third.
Okay, fine.
Because
Don't
we know
pick
who
my
they're
pick.
picking.
All right,
Yes, we do.
so this is Dan and my first pick. I will call it because this was kind of a mutual pick for us. We both like this person. Ladies and gentlemen, the first member of the Double D Brigade is
Let me guess.
Michelle
go ahead.
Fitzgerald. Michelle Fitzgerald.
Wow.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's already starting, Dan. The trash talk is already starting.
That's your first pick.
So she's like on our page 3, I think.
Do you know who she is?
You see, Kelley? That's your first pick.
You know what's funny is we actually talked about this last night. 4 out of 6 of our top 6 were the same.
Wow.
Okay.
So, yeah, seriously. It was really surprising how much in tune that both Dwayne and I were with who we did like and who we didn't like.
So that's 4 out of 6.
Reasoning for why.
Yes. Let's see. First overall pick needs an explanation.
I got to tell you, she seems very commonsensical to me. People that are gym rats don't necessarily do well in challenges. I just think that she looks like she's the overall package, and she presents herself like she's a very sharp cookie. And she doesn't seem to have a lot of there seems to be a lot of ego this season. Right from the Meet the Cast videos. I just think she seemed very down to earth, and I think she seemed very level-headed. For whatever reason, I liked her a ton. And Dwayne said almost word for word the same thing to me. I think she is going to go very, very far in this season.
She said she was like poverty, and so did Kelley.
Didn't she also say her inspiration was Harry Potter?
Yes.
Okay.
Which means she likes to read. And she's a bartender, so she's good with people.
She's unemployed. Right.
All right, what do y'all think about Michelle?
Isn't that the definition of unemployed? Is bartender?
I'm glad y'all picked her.
Me too.
Okay. All right. I'm
We're
not
happy for
anymore.
you.
No, I'm just kidding.
I like bartenders, but to be honest, when we talked, we were, for 3 people, I think we were about 80% the same. There was like, I could probably name 3 people that we were wishy-washy on that went from one group, the ones we want, the ones we take, and the ones we hope Dan and Dwaine picks. That was our 3 groups. So I think there's like 3, maybe 4 people that we weren't tight on. The rest, we were like right in line, all the way down the page.
I'm so
All right.
excited about her.
I think she's going to go far, so there you go.
Colton, what do you think of Michelle?
I mean, she's alright. Like,
Okay. Never mind.
I don't have like a strong opinion.
How
one
far
way or the
down?
other.
How far down your draft list was she?
Hang on, let me get the other pages.
Okay.
Hold on,
hold
Colton.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Michelle. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I feel like she'll be cool, but like, do I think she's gonna win? No.
Well, I didn't say she was going to win. She's
Why
going to
would
get us
you
a lot
pick
of
her
points.
first? You
She's
do
gonna get us
understand
a
the
lot of
point of
points.
this.
Here's a really good question though. Does anybody on this cast really get you pumped?
No.
No.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I feel like the
I'm
line
totally
is
with
so
you.
blurred. Like, I'm so confused as to like what constitutes someone being beautiful, because to me, like, the most beautiful person in the whole cast is on the Braun tribe.
Right, Alicia.
Some of these
Yeah.
beauty people, like, they're like solid 6s, so I'm really confused. Like, I'm like really like, you've got to, like, in a world full of Wentworths and Amber Burkiches and like Morgan McLeod, like, this is what you came up with, Lynn?
I gotta
Like,
tweet
come
that.
on.
Colton, all these beauties are solid 6s. That's tweeting right now.
I'm just really confused. Like when the hot little Asian gardener is like your hottest person on the beauty tribe, like, you should be concerned.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Sometimes beauty is internal. All right.
Clearly.
Look at Dwaine. Clearly, he's a stunning individual on the inside.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like, I don't understand, there's, like, Terry Dietz. Like, Terry Dietz is a daddy. Like, I can understand, like, if you want an old man, like, there you go.
Hey, Terry.
All right. So
Nice.
okay. How far down your list
Wow.
was Michelle? How far down your list was she, David?
I don't even know if she was on it. I forgot she existed.
I know there's 18 people, but we only had like 12 on the list.
Man, if they get our numbers 2 and 3, I'm gonna be ticked. All right.
I know.
Okay, I will say one thing about Michelle. I don't have a problem with her. I think that she looks really good on paper. I just think that there are some other stronger females that I believe would be in more control of the game. Like, I just don't know if Michelle is the type of person to be, like, making the decisions, in control of what's happening.
All right.
So is that
And
what got her on beauty? She looked good on paper? I just was looking for some clarification.
Okay, we're ready for number 2.
I'll put
I'm so excited.
Okay.
All right.
So number 2 pick, which is our first overall pick. I'm going to
Okay.
go back
Oh,
down
here
south
it
to
comes.
Alabama and let Colton have this whole pick, because I love how he described her and how he compared her. And
Okay.
that's where the source. Take it, Colton.
This is my favorite. Like, I'm obsessed with her. Like, she's my favorite going into this season. I feel like if Sophie Clark and Kim Spradlin had a love child, it would be this person.
Nice.
And both of them won their respective seasons. Our first pick is, drumroll.
Sorry.
That's the wrong one, dude.
Oh, sorry.
It's Elizabeth from the Brains tribe.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Crap.
Do not act shocked.
Dan goes, really, and Dwaine goes, crap.
Yeah,
I
Dan,
know.
she was our number 4, Dan.
Shooter.
I know.
Oh, I like her.
You like
Isn't
how
she
I
the
say
one you
that?
compared to Sophie? You thought she was like,
Yeah.
she reminds you
Yeah,
of
she
Sophie?
is. She reminds me a lot of Sophie. She also reminds me a lot of Kim Spradlin. Like, she's like an attractive Sophie. She's like
Oh, gosh.
like, I feel like
Holy judgmental Batman.
Like,
Wow.
it's really
fucking
weird
attractive,
because like
Holy
two
crap.
most attractive women on the season are on Braun and Brain. Like, I feel like
Right.
Alicia, whatever her name is, and Elizabeth, like, I feel like they're by far the most attractive women. And Elizabeth, like, she just gives me really good vibes. I feel like she will be able to mesh well with anyone on her tribe. Like, I could see her getting along with Aubrey, or even like Joe and Peter, who are older. Like, I just see her being able to adapt really well to her tribe, and she seems super smart, and she's very attractive, and she seems charming, and I'm really excited about her. She's my favorite, so I'm glad we got her.
Awesome.
Well, we had her at number 4. We felt very good about her as well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about it.
She wants to be a villain.
Yeah.
I think she might get frustrated with people.
I agree.
That could be why I'm drawn to her.
That's probably exactly why. That makes perfect sense.
So, do y'all have anything else to say about your first overall pick? We both picked women.
We're happy.
Yeah.
Cool is that?
Well, that's because Probst isn't hyping this season, so, chances are.
Yeah. All right. Are y'all ready for your second pick?
I don't know. Kelley, are you ready for our next pick?
Apparently no.
It's up to
Come
you.
on. Actually,
Yeah.
say the wrong
Let me
one.
check our thread first.
Yeah, I think you need to look. Colton, do it quick. I'll just search a little bit. Buy you some time. Give me number
Talk about
3.
Elizabeth some more. Do you need to hype her up?
Hey, while you're thinking about this, I don't want to influence you or anything, but rawr.
That's a Rupert impression.
Nothing you could say could trick me into taking Debbie. Okay, calm down, Dwaine.
Erin made the same comment. She's like, is she actually wearing a tiger bathing suit with the mouth on her butt? Is she really going to wear that?
Yeah. I think
Are you
her nickname
serious?
is Crouching Tiger Hidden Dragon.
Oh,
ew. Okay. Who's y'all's second pick? Come on, who's your second
I
pick?
was actually just chatting with her tonight, too.
Why?
Because she's a nice person in spite of her bathing suit choices.
So there again, why were you talking to her?
She reached out.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
We finished typing now. She's ready with her answer.
All right.
You have to really think through these decisions. Okay?
I know who you're picking.
Yes.
You don't know who we're picking.
Well, I hope it's not who I think it is.
It's going to be who you think it is because we don't want you to have this person. That's why.
Crap.
Nice. Bring it on, Kelley.
We're going to take Kyle.
Oh, Jason?
Yes.
Oh, Jason, sorry. I didn't know calling
no,
yourself by your
Sarge.
last name was
Or
the cool thing to
Sarge.
do.
Or call
That's
him
what he
Sarge.
calls
Call him
himself.
Sarge. Okay, Sarge. I like that better. I
Hello,
like
Wentworth.
just saying.
All right. We like Jason a
Yeah,
lot.
we like Jason a lot.
Yeah.
Those were our those were our number 3 and number 4 picks.
Yeah. I mean, I think we really like Jason. Sorry, Kyle. I'm like looking at the paper, seeing like Kyle Jason, and I don't know what to call him. So.
Yeah. He
Sorry.
calls
All
himself
right.
Jason, so.
The thing is, he says that he's gonna play like Russell Hantz, but like I don't believe that. Like watching his video, he seems super smiley. I didn't get the feeling he was gonna play like that. I think people are gonna like him, and he's gonna be able to adapt to like lots of different people in the game. So.
Yeah.
You know who I think's going to like him? The cameraman.
Yeah,
I think the
so.
cameraman's going to eat him up for confessionals and screen time.
And he's frozen.
Yep.
Yeah. David's frozen like Bluebell ice cream.
I also think he'll look for idols. I think he's coming to play, so
Yeah.
we're excited to have him.
Where I think he's different than Russell is he's going to be nice to people.
That's what I
not gonna-
mean.
You know,
Yeah.
he's people are going to like him. Everybody hated Russell.
Exactly.
You know, so
Mhm.
yeah, we like him a lot, Jason. So,
Yeah.
All right.
No,
good.
those are two excellent
Very
first
good
picks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're excited. You guys are going to get
All
some good ones too, though. I'm
Oh
sure.
man, we are excited about
They
this one.
started out with
I know who it is. I know who it is.
Guess, Kelley.
No, I don't want to guess because if you don't take this person, I don't want to
No,
give
no.
away that we would
No,
take this person.
Yeah,
Listen,
but
we've already got it's our number 2 and number 5 picks. Okay.
It's a female, right?
No,
it's not.
No, it is
Our
not.
next pick is Abby Marie Gomez.
Oh, nice.
Oh, she will get you banking points.
Yeah.
She can't do well, but she can get points, baby.
That's right.
Don't
Wait,
come
it's
for
a
her.
guy?
It is
Okay.
a guy.
This next person, I think,
okay.
is going to be the next Tyson.
Yeah.
All right.
I would put him in that
Absolutely.
category.
Next Tyson.
You're going ice cream man.
I actually think he's going to win the entire game. His name is Neil.
What?
Yes. It's Neil. He's my pick to win it all, and I think he's going to win it. Wow, Kelley, I'm sorry.
Are you out of your mind?
No. What? He's
Yeah,
No
they
way.
are, so just let them be.
Okay, thank you.
No, seriously, I think he's got a really good head on his shoulders. I think he's going to be funny. I think he's got the right idea of they're all going to think I'm out of shape and everything, and then once all those big guys are gone, boom, here I am because I am in shape. You know, I mean, I like him.
But
Did you
here's
see
the
how
thing.
long his bio was? That's what he's going to be doing. That's what he's going to be doing in people's
No.
ears all day long, Max Dawson
Exactly.
style.
And I don't think
Yeah,
the brain
oh,
tribe is
jeez,
gonna
that's a horrible comparison.
Like, I think Aubrey might giggle at his jokes, but, like, other than that, like, Peter and Joe and, like, Elizabeth and Deb, like, they're not going to be about funny.
Okay,
Especially if
well,
you're
he's
not
either
really
going out
funny.
first or he's winning the game.
Well, he's got Hermione Granger on his tribe, so
That's
he could
right.
stay around for a while.
He does have Hermione. That's right. Well, anyway, Neil. Oh, man. All right,
Our
so we got
team
Neil.
captain left, so we're just on our own now.
It's
Yeah, I don't
fine.
know.
We got this. Oh, here he
Yeah.
comes.
We got this.
He's- let's tell him.
Y'all
Let's
don't
tell
need
him-
David. You don't
David.
need him. Yeah.
David, we
are you
just
there?
picked Aubrey. Is that okay?
Yeah.
What?
Y'all just picked Aubrey and Debbie.
I'm hanging in there. I need to reboot. Something doesn't equate right in my ears now. Man, y'all said I froze, and I said that Sarge was going to find idols, and Kelley started talking and said, well, he's going to find idols. So I completely didn't get credit for that line. And then y'all froze. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I turn around, and my router is in the trash can. It is as dark as it can be.
What'd
And I'm
you
like, man, we're going to be in round 4 by the time I get back on here. So what did I
Yeah.
miss?
Okay,
Well,
by
we
the way,
didn't
I
consult
don't
you.
know what Cheech and Chong meant. I am not high.
Wait, you just now got that?
Well,
I
someone
thought we were
texted me
drafting
and was
back
like,
on
they think you're high. And I was
I don't
like,
for-
what are you talking
No,
about?
you're just
Oh, my
no,
God.
no. I don't really think that. But you're compared to us, you're very mellow.
Okay, this is
Oh,
amazing.
well, I'm trying.
That's
What
a
is
nice
this?
way to phrase that, Dwaine. That's awesome.
Did y'all pick anybody?
Okay, David, we do want to let you know that we could not consult you. So we maybe did pick some people you didn't want, but we thought that Debbie would get a lot of confessional.
Anyway, going back to my comments.
We didn't pick her. That's not true.
Who did they pick? Who did they
They
pick?
picked Neil.
We took Neil.
Why are you laughing about Neil?
Because y'all are crazy.
David, your mic's doing that weird sound again.
It's me laughing, sorry.
No, it's
Sounds
not.
like
It's
that
like-
time Meredith Grey with death.
Just kidding.
Wow, really? Neil wasn't one of your top picks?
Oh, God, this is too good.
Oh, wow, Dan. Wow, Dan. We're really smart or we're really
And
stupid.
we are going to suck on an epic scale. I'm going to go with that.
Wait till they hear our number 5. They're
Who
really
is
gonna.
it? Shireen?
Our next
Yeah, not a
pick.
chance.
Okay,
I'm gonna let-
hold on. Can I say one
yes.
thing about Neil?
Yes, please
Okay.
do.
Yes.
Please.
He's
Kelley.
a little bit weird, like he's wearing his ice cream pants. That will be a conversation starter. That's great. I just think, like, is he gonna know when to shut up? Like,
That's
clearly
gonna-
he's smart.
I agree
Like,
with
he's
you.
an entrepreneur. It's just a matter of, like,
agree.
you have to have that social side. Is he going to be aware enough to know, like,
I
I need to,
completely agree with you.
you know? That's my only
I do.
thing. with him, so.
I agree with you 100%, and that is
Yeah.
a concern. I think that I'm hoping he's got enough wherewithal to pick up on the
Yeah.
social cues.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
For a minute there, I thought I was watching Survivor.
no,
Dan,
Dwaine,
like,
because
Dan's like, I can't disagree with you. I can't.
I can't
I
disagree with
agree
you.
with you 100%.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Clearly, this is my fault, and I'm sorry, Kelley. Okay, it has nothing
Remember,
to do
Dan,
with
you're
you.
talking to
It's
a woman.
all me. I said I'm sorry.
And remember,
I
I'm
didn't blame
I
Kelley.
will.
It's all my fault. All
I
right.
won't send you hate tweets. You're fine.
Thank you, dear. But all the Legion of Kelley lovers are gonna now. Thank
Oh
God.
my!
There you
Yeah,
go.
you don't want to make them mad. Oh
Yeah.
my
No
gosh!
kidding.
You don't want to mess
You know,
with the
so,
Wimpy.
listen. I work for the post office. I got people that want to shoot me. You want to send me anonymous hate on mail? Big deal. Bring it on.
We're not
All right,
doing it.
cool.
It's over.
I've
All right,
moved
so listen,
3 times
now,
since Survivor.
I want
Now
Colton
listen.
to say something. Hold on. Colton wants to say something. What, Colton?
Well, I was just saying I've moved 3 times since Survivor to avoid hate mail.
Oh, there
Are you
go.
serious?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, that's not good. Okay, good. We're
So
ready for your pick.
All right, so Dwaine, because I care about you and it's your show, I will do the next one.
Thank you.
Wow, this is good.
Poor David. Yeah, I guarantee you he's so mad right now.
I know he is.
Why? Oh,
Because he's off again.
Isn't it our turn? Why are you all getting
No,
two?
Because
because
it's
now it goes 2 at a time.
We get 2 at a time.
I wasn't here for that.
So we'll get 2 next time. After
with
this.
Okay.
nothing, Colton, with nothing but reverence and respect, our next choice is Caleb.
Yes.
Aw.
Caleb Reynolds.
Really?
Oh my gosh! Every single one of our picks.
I know
Okay.
you guys don't like any of ours.
No, but I
I'm
have
going
to tell you that my Caleb is a hell of a lot better than our Caleb.
Well,
No.
there you go.
We're not comparing the two, not even slightly,
No.
not even a little bit.
No.
Okay, I think Caleb.
Explain.
Caleb is naive. All right.
I don't
watched
like that they have another Caleb. I just don't like that.
I watched him on Big Brother, and he likes the camera, right? He likes to get involved and likes to talk, so he's going to get confessionals. He also is a hard worker, so he's going to be out there doing work and not just goofing around. He also likes the ladies, so he's going to be talking, and he's going to be, flirting and stuff like that.
As
But-
long as he doesn't come across too cheesy.
But he
Yeah.
does.
That requires
Right.
the ladies to like him back, which he was not successful at in Big Brother.
Well,
At
that was
all.
obvious, but he never got that. It went totally over his head.
But here's my thing about this
Exactly.
guy. Everyone, like, he's a professional bodybuilder. Like, I see his, like, Instagram post or whatever where he's, like,
A personal
bodybuilding
trainer.
competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does compete in bodybuilding competitions, and bodybuilders don't do well in Survivor. Like, they eat so much. Like Dan, you think you and I eat a lot? Like, these people eat, like, all the time, and that's like with Garrett in the
definitely a
last.
concern.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's not. I just feel like his body's not going to be able to adapt. Like in Big Brother, you can eat. On Survivor, you can't.
But
Yeah,
who are
that's-
they gonna?
that
Okay,
is-
but if go ahead, Dan.
I mean, I agree again, Colton. That's a huge concern. And they've got a lot of jacked people on this season. A lot of them. Rodney
Yeah.
lost his mind. I mean, this guy was used to eating 6,000 calories a day.
Right.
And, I mean, it's definitely a concern, but I also see him kind of in the same category as the two of you. He played Big Brother. He's got a concept of what he should and shouldn't do. And I'm cautiously optimistic that he will have learned a little something about himself. And a game for $1 million, I think he's got a little experience under his belt, and I think that could help him.
Yeah, David. As soon as you got online, we got a massive noise, so you got to adjust your microphone connections.
No,
And we
it's
need to
like the
get-
ocean. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. Okay, but like, look at the Beauty Tribe. Okay, if they lose first, who's going home?
Nick.
It ain't Caleb. It's either Nick or Ty, or maybe Julia. But it ain't Caleb.
I think you're underestimating the beauty women. Well, no, because you picked Michelle first, so I guess you're not. But
Yeah.
I just think, going back to Colton's point, I think that it is very difficult on your body and that he will have a hard time with the conditions. I do understand your point of view, though, in that he has played. Production may want him to do well because clearly when you bring somebody back like this, like
Exactly.
there's a reason for it. So I understand what you guys are doing here. I'm just surprised you picked him so high. That's all.
All right.
Where is Dave? Oh, now Colton's gone. Okay.
And David is so loud right now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you guys.
That's better, David. Now it's not.
No, it's not. It's all right. It's all good.
Well, you say that, but
It'll be in the
we don't.
recording.
Because the show must go on.
Well, I know
Can
that.
you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
what?
hear you. It's just you've got a lot of noise in your feed. Sounds
All right.
really bad.
So I'm going to guess that you picked Caleb,
Yes.
Yeah.
Neil, and Caleb.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So y'all had the next two picks. Oh, do you want to say anything about Neil and Caleb?
Uh-oh. Dwaine, I can't hear you.
Yeah, that's because I'm not talking.
Oh.
We lost
Now-
Dave.
You are. You know what, Dwaine?
no,
I'm not talking.
Sorry. Oh, that's why sometimes people say I'm rude. I gotta watch that.
Pow, say it right to the moon, Alice. Okay, so apparently it's the Kelley Wentworth show now.
Yeah. All right.
That's fine. I know who we want.
All right, Kelley. Who's your next pick?
All right,
Okay.
you guys are up.
Yeah. Our next pick, I feel like I like to look at my pictures when I do my picks, just to
me
do
too.
my double check.
I like watching too. Yes.
Okay. We are going to go with Anna.
Anna. Hold on. Let me dig down in our pile, down to the bottom.
I'm so sure you're digging down.
Yeah,
There you
it is.
go.
Yeah.
Hey,
We had
let's
her
not.
ready.
Whoa. Let's not reveal any more of where
Why?
we have our pick. Because let's
But
just
I've already
be a
picked
little.
her. You can reveal, like, I've already picked her.
Okay,
Yeah.
she was.
What does
She
that
was.
matter?
I told you that Caleb was low on my list. Like, you're not going to give anything away.
All right, go ahead, Dan. Where was
It's
she?
not like my pick can be vetoed by the people that aren't here,
Yeah, really.
who aren't even on my team. Who are on my team, but okay.
She was number 11 on our list.
Yeah,
we had
she
her
was pretty
low.
Yeah, so I was middle of the road for her, but the other guys really wanted her. Don't tell them that. I feel like they're going to listen back and be like, she's throwing us under the bus. No, I just think, I just have a feeling like you guys picked a beauty girl, we're picking a beauty girl. I just think that those girls are going to have an instant connection, and so that's like an immediate alliance there. So that could carry them. I don't know how far into the game, but it could help them out. Just having that.
I got to tell you,
connection.
when I watch the cast videos, I've done so little. I mean, all I literally saw I didn't even read their bios. All I saw was the meet the cast videos, the individual ones, and all I wrote was, and I'm sorry, I apologize. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. I said, Anna sucks. That's all I wrote.
Really?
That's
why?
all I wrote.
Tell me why. What don't you like about her?
I think she seemed like she was an incredibly aggressive, pushy into Dave. Dave must be back. I hear fuzz.
Yeah, Dave is back.
It sounded like she had a lot of. She was going to be very pushy, and I think it will rub people the wrong way. I think she will I really think she's going to rub people very, very badly.
And yet you picked Neil.
I think Neil's got a better shot. I think Neil's
Okay.
I'm just simply going off those 2-minute little video clips.
Okay.
That's
Kelley, who did
all
we
I've
pick?
got.
We picked Anna.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
I think my network provider is doing random maintenance. This is like going to tribal council with a friend who's got a fake idol that won't take it out and play it.
Yeah.
This is very, very, very frustrating.
I know the feeling.
Oh, do you? Okay,
My
cool.
my
Can I
power.
ask one question, please?
Okay, what's
Power
up?
went out.
Did it ever cross your mind to not give him the fake idol and just whip it out on your own and say, I'm playing this for him?
Yes,
And not-
but yes, of course. Like all these things went through my mind, but like I felt like I don't know how to explain it. Like I had played both idols like as like blindsiding somebody, and so I felt like if I was like super showy and was like, I have this and I'm gonna give it to Keith, like they wouldn't believe me. So I thought if Keith Nail in his like Keith Nail way was like, I think I got this here thing, Jeff, but I'm not going tonight. I'd be like, yes, Keith, yes, you can sell it. I can't.
Yeah.
They're not going to believe me. They're going to believe you, and you're like getting that way.
She'd probably say something like, I don't even know if it's real. Kelley just gave it to me.
That'd be better than what he did, which
I
was
know.
nothing.
Which was nothing, right?
Yeah.
Good Lord,
which was-
try, bro. It's $1 million. Anyway.
Which was Keith,
I
an
love Keith.
awesome souvenir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take while I was gone. I'm so confused.
Okay,
Y'all
back
picked
to it.
Anna. Y'all picked Anna. Dave, the Double D Brigade picked Neil
That
and
was me.
Caleb,
Sorry, that was me. You guys can pick your next person.
and y'all picked Anna.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
let me-
ready to pick our next person.
Oh, well,
You
let me
pick your
say
next
something about
person.
Anna.
Hold
I do
on, let
like
me-
Anna.
okay.
She said that she's going to do whatever card she needs to play. She's going to play it. So at least she's not going in single-minded. That's all.
I like poker players.
Yes, we know you like poker players.
How
How's
did it
that
work
work
out
for
for
you in the-
Garrett?
Yeah. How's that worked for you in the past, David?
I like
Yeah.
female poker players.
Uh-huh.
You're right. The male
It
guys haven't
sounds
been
so
too well.
dirty when you say it.
Yeah. All right, Caleb, who's y'all's next pick?
Hold on, everybody.
Oh, what? What?
All right.
What?
Okay. Nothing.
Oh, they're
What's
they're
going
discussing
on?
secretly, Dwaine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't wrap them out. Come on.
Did you see both their picks? They got Neil and they got Caleb. That was
Yes,
their two
those are their picks.
picks. Okay.
Okay.
And we know y'all are jealous of our first 3 picks.
Oh, so
Kelly's still laughing at us. I don't think that's jealousy.
I'll make the next pick.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, but Colton said he wanted to make it.
no, David's just scared
David,
us all
you go.
I get to make my pick because this pick is actually my winner pick.
Really?
Yes,
Well, it can't be
because
this person then.
like my little ranking, like my ranking is going to be tomorrow. This is all preseason guesses. When Colton and I put out our ranking challenge, it's all going to be preseason guesses. And really, what you can do preseason, besides the few words in their bios or the videos, is stare and compare. And for some reason, I think Jennifer is like a female Mike Holloway. I see her as being someone that can go with anybody, is going to be a good challenge person, can talk to anybody. She's had a lot of life experience. She's had ups and downs, and I think she's going to do well. And you can shake your head all you want. But
This is coming from the guys who picked Neil. Okay.
and
Hello.
Caleb and Michelle.
Okay, for all intents and purposes, let's call Caleb Frank. Okay, we'll just make that a little easier for everybody.
Why? Just call him Caleb for
He
crying out
goes
loud.
by Beast Mode Cowboy. Let's just call him that.
All right,
Yeah,
Beast
let's
Mode
call him-
Cowboy.
Let's
Beast
call him
Mode Cowboy.
Yeah.
DM
Spoken.
That's right.
All right, Miss Jennifer is the kind of young lady, based on her bio and everything, who says what she thinks, and if you don't agree with it, she's going to tell you you're wrong, and she's going to
Yeah.
rub a lot of people wrong,
trust me,
and there's
that
no way
doesn't
she
go
makes
well.
it to the end, and there's certainly no way she wins this thing.
No
Hold on.
way.
You're telling me that not everybody on this cast, except for maybe 2 people, is that type of alpha person? You're out of your
Not-
mind.
Well, she
Yeah,
specifically
but she's
said
bragging
it.
about it. Yeah, she's
like-
bragging about it.
She
David, I'm
reminds
happy with
me
the pick.
of.
Thank
She
you,
reminds
Kelley.
me.
What's that?
Go ahead. Fine.
What was that,
You know-
Kelly?
They don't respect anything we say because of our first 3 picks.
I said I'm happy with the pick, David.
We're ready to make our next 2, so we want you guys to pick. Let me just pick the next 2 for you guys. I'll tell you who you want. You
All
want?
right, come on.
Debbie Hall.
Wait, I've spoken about Miss Jennifer, but y'all haven't. So what do you tell us why you
Yeah,
picked
Nick.
bodybuilder?
David already talked about her.
She's not a bodybuilder.
No, she's not the bodybuilder. Isn't she the
Oh
construction
my
worker?
gosh, Wayne still doesn't know who these people are.
No,
Are you
she's a
kidding me?
construction worker. She's not a construction worker. She owns the
She
company.
owns a virtual
What?
construction.
Yeah, because she's a badass.
She had to be a construction worker before she became a contractor. I'm giving her all kinds of credit. Good on her.
But Dwaine still
She's
thinks
right.
she's the bodybuilder.
Female carpenters are badass, man. I'll tell you right now.
He's pulling
No
down
two
last
ways
season's
about it.
pictures and putting back up this season's to get the right person.
Oh my god, you guys are ridiculous.
All right, fine, whatever.
Well, I already said why I like Michelle and Jennifer because she was my female Mike Holloway looking at this, and Mike was the only pick I've ever gotten right, which Kelley also got right, and she just reminds me of him for some reason. So sorry.
Well, I know Mike Holloway. I've eaten lunch with Mike Holloway, and she's no Mike Holloway. I've worn Mike Holloway's immunity necklace.
Ooh.
That's right.
Very
All
nice.
right. We got our next 2 picks, Senior.
Hey, Dan, you know how hard you said it was for the Durham Warriors Challenge, those 4 days on the players?
Yeah.
It's also hard on the cameramen, especially when they sleep through the final immunity challenge before the final tribal council.
Well, that's because of the sheer exhaustion that they've suffered because of the huge effort they have put forth walking around holding a camera.
I'm not sure.
Are you running for office?
Why are we talking about Durham Warrior Survival Challenge cameramen? Can we get back to the draft? Can we, please?
There's the fun in that.
Bunch of heathens. All right. Hey, Colton retweeted all these beauties are solid 6s by Colton Cumbie. He's owning
He's
it,
the one
man.
that said it.
Awesome.
He's owning it.
So who's the next castaway that's going to wish they were on Thrice's Nuts?
The next member of the Double D Brigade is Julia Sokolowski or whatever.
We're mad about that. We're mad about that.
So we've got
really?
Julia.
Really?
About freaking time we get someone off
Told
the
you,
draft list.
David.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
you got your number one pick. Now I've got my number one pick. Even though they probably wouldn't have taken.
What about my number one pick? I'm just like left here in
That
the
is
dust.
awesome. So we all like this girl. We all put her really high up.
Yeah, I like
There
Julia.
you go.
I do
We had
too.
her really high.
We didn't
There
think you guys were going to take her.
There is no way she's going out early, and once she makes it to the merge, she's going to last. This chick's going all the way.
Oh, I agree with you.
What?
Yeah.
Colton's so mad over there.
I
so
really
mad
have.
right
I have very high hopes for this girl. She's very young, but
Yeah.
I think she's got an enormous amount of potential. And if she can make the merge, yeah, she's going very deep.
Yeah.
I just hope that she is seen as like making the decisions and not as the coattail rider of the season. I'm worried about that. Because I really like her. I really like her, and I like with younger players. I just sometimes I just hope that she is more in control and not the person seen as like, you know.
And so
But I really like her.
the thing that definitely worries me about her is that she said that she's a sorority girl, and that's paramount to cheerleader. And if you're just all positive, ray of sunshine, sis boom ba, sometimes that gets a little old.
Yeah, but
So,
the opposite doesn't help either.
No. I not that I would know of such things. Yes, that's quite true. But no, that's my only concern about her. But other than that, I have very, very high hopes for her.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything
You like
else
her.
about Julia?
Yeah, I want to say that now that all three beauty women are picked, what we kind of talked about when we were having our discussion was, I think beauty is going to be the Luzon of this three-tribe season this year. I think they're the ones that are going to struggle early, and I can see those three girls aligning with one of the men to take out the other two men. Not worrying about keeping strength, just worrying about keeping alliances. And this is, I don't know, that's just a gut feeling I had, and we really like Julia for that, partly for that reason. I think she's got a lot of world experience. I think she's more mature than her age would let on,
Yeah.
and I think she could be
Agreed.
underestimated.
And yet,
Agreed.
look how far down you had her.
Oh, we didn't have her that far down.
Oh,
No,
come on.
Kelly messed up.
We didn't-
Golly, she's at
I
least
just picked the wrong person.
she's at least
I
fifth.
can taste that dripping venom, Colton. That's awesome.
Okay, Colton, they got one good pick. Let's look at the rest of their team. Okay, we're fine. We'll let them have that one. We're fine.
Colton's not as mellow now. He's a little disappointed.
Fine.
All right. Dan, why don't you do the next one, because you were a huge proponent.
Oh, I
Might
can't wait
have-
for this.
We might have disagreed a little bit about this
Be our
one.
next
We disagreed about this guy. It's a guy,
Oh,
and
no.
this has no. Take a guess.
No,
I
no,
don't
because we don't
want
want to give you anything away. We
You're
want you to
not.
tell
You're
us.
not giving me anything.
I
Yeah,
love this
no,
podcast.
just
I
tell
love
us.
this podcast.
All right, I'll just tell you. This has nothing to do with his occupation. Darnell.
Okay.
Okay.
Really
Why
fine
would
with that.
we? Okay.
Was that
Because
high on
he's
my
supposed-
list?
He's a postal worker.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think here's a kid from the gritty streets. I think this is again he's only been a postal worker for 3 years, but we work in a fairly challenging environment with some horrific personalities, and I think this
The
guy
post
has,
office?
yeah. When's the last time you worked a job where people actually want to shoot you? Yeah. It's
I was
yeah.
Survivor.
Colton's got some pretty bad hate mail.
Punch you in the face is not the same. They say 1 in every 3 postal workers have homicidal thoughts.
Okay,
So if
this
you
is getting really dark.
Yeah,
Just bring it back.
All right. I think.
I mean, we
this
heard
kid-
about medical evacs. We didn't hear about caused medical evacs. We're just thinking it's within the game. So
You know something? I think this kid. I think he's got an enormous amount of street smarts, a huge amount, and I think common sense will take you infinitely further than intelligence in the game of Survivor. I really do.
I agree with you. David and Colton weren't high on him, but I don't know. Something about him I really liked, and maybe it's because I want him to do well, and so I refuse to believe that he won't do well, just because I really liked his personality in his video. So I liked him. I don't know how he'll do, but I don't think it's a bad pick, personally.
No, I agree with you too. There's a lot of optimism there. I don't know if it's going to come through or not, but yeah, I got high hopes for him. I think he's going to do a lot better than his video showed. At least that's my hope.
All right. So y'all had the next two picks. I tell you what, let's go ahead and recap. David, you might want to go up to the top of your Hangout and select a different input, because you were using that horrible sounding microphone that is now unplugged, and we no longer have, standing by the ocean sound, which is wonderful. Just to recap, the Thrice, what was the name of y'all's tribe?
Thrice is nice.
Thrice is nice. So far, they have Liz from the Brain tribe, Jason from the Brawn tribe, Anna from the Beauty tribe, and Jennifer from the Brawn tribe. That is their tribe so far. Our tribe, the Double D Brigade. The Double D refers to Dan and Dwaine, not anything else. It is Michelle Fitzgerald from the Beauty tribe, Neil Gottlieb from the Brain tribe, Caleb Reynolds from the Beauty tribe, and Julia Sokolowski from the Beauty tribe, and Darnell Hamilton from the Brawn. So that is where we stand right now. It is time for the Thrice tribe to select their next two. David, can we hear you? No, we can't hear you, David.
Oh, no.
And it's the Kelley and Colton show again. There we go.
That's right.
Okay, Kelley. All right, I will make... Okay, wait, Kelley, you make our next selection, and then I'll do the next one.
Okay. Is David there or not there?
He's
Probably
there,
not,
but he's got to figure out how to make his microphone be heard.
Oh, yeah, he's gone. Okay. We're kind of getting down to it, aren't we?
Yes.
Not really, but kind of. Like, the people left, I'm like, ugh, that sounds so bad. Okay.
Come on, you know you want Peter. Come on. Pick Peter.
Why
take Vince.
Do you want...
Take Vince.
Who's Vince?
The guy with the feathers in his hair from my season.
Yeah,
I know, but there is no Vince. What are you talking about?
It was a joke.
It was a bad joke, Kelley.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Do you think Peter's like Vince?
Uh-oh. Hey,
no, it was...
Kelley, make our pick. Don't let them influence you.
Okay, we actually are going to pick Peter.
Oh!
Okay, hold on. We you guys, this is people that have Caleb on their team. Okay, hold up.
All
I
right.
don't know why everyone is so down on Peter. Like, I keep hearing all these people talking badly about Peter.
Yeah,
this guy could swim. He could swim inside of his own ego. It is monstrous.
Well, I'm sorry. Did you think we were talking about Nick? Because I'm pretty sure I'm talking about Peter.
I am too.
Peter is like an attractive Obama.
Yeah, well, don't say Obama though. He knows that is the thing. What's wrong with him? Like,
terms.
I don't think he's as like arrogant as you guys think he is. Like, what in his video or in his profile made you think that? Because he's a PR doctor?
I don't think he's arrogant. Dan thinks he's arrogant. I
don't think he's arrogant. Like, if anything, I thought his video was kind of a snooze fest. Like, I was like, dude, you look good on paper, but your video is a tad bit boring. Like, I don't know. I think he'll be fine.
Okay. I have a couple things to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think he knows what he's getting into. I think he thinks he does, and he's in for a shock. I think that he'll talk too much and get himself voted off early.
AKA Neil, okay.
No, I'm talking about Peter.
I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
And the guy watched YouTube videos on how to build a fire and gave up and just said,
right.
I guess.
No, I will agree that was ridiculous. That was
beyond ridiculous. That's where that ego comes into me, because he's like, we'll just win a challenge and we'll do that. But I agree with you where he's just so monotone. I don't know if he will talk a lot, but I think when he does talk, it's just going to be so boring. He's going to annoy people. And again, I agree with Dwaine. I think he is so far over his head.
I also think, though, if you look at the Brain Tribe, if they end up losing, I feel like they're going to kick off one of the women, Aubrey, over like a strong man. I just don't see him going right away.
I don't see him going early either. I think it's a good pick.
Thank you, Colton. Since we don't have David here,
obviously,
we're just like sabotaging David's team.
Okay, now for our second pick.
Okay, wait. Colton, are you sure?
Yes, I really am. I'm going to roll my team.
Go with it.
Hold on. Let me just say something. Colton and I have completely different views on this person, but he really, really wants her.
This choice is coming with a caveat. I love it.
Beautiful. Wait, David, come back on. David, come back on.
Where does David fall in?
You're not stopping me. I'm picking her. Okay.
Who are you picking? No, wait.
Okay.
If she goes first, I swear.
Choose.
Hear me now? Can you hear me?
Once you say her name, it's done. So
I'm
David,
going against my team. I'm going rogue on this because
David,
I do have high hopes.
Who is he picking?
No, I'm not waiting.
Say it.
You guys
Say
are
it.
wrong.
No,
He's
David.
going to do
Who's he picking?
fine.
You know who he's picking.
Colton, say it.
Y'all hear me?
picking Debbie.
Alicia.
Alicia.
From the Braun Tribe.
Oh, beautiful.
All right.
That's a great pick.
It's a beautiful day.
I don't know why they think she's going to go early. She's not going to go early. I'm going to be proven right in this. And I'm going to tweet you every week.
Look at this tribe. She is the weakest person on the Braun Tribe. If they lose, and a little bit of her attitude gets in the way.
To stand it. She is going to be able to adapt the best because she's the smallest.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Yeah.
Is she the bodybuilder?
No.
Sydney's the
She
bodybuilder.
is the prettiest woman on the cast.
Who let Colton into this draft?
She is the prettiest woman on the cast. She should be on the beauty tribe.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's going to go far. It doesn't mean she's going to go far.
The boxer.
Excuse me, Kelley Wentworth, should I hold up a mirror?
Yeah. There were lots of similarities in appearance between her and you. Yes.
Well, that's very sweet, but she has a whole lot of attitude.
I don't disagree with that, but
I don't think she's going to get along with people at all.
I like her, but I think her adrenaline is going to run out. She's one of those adrenaline junkies, and I think she's going to be very active, and I just see her burning out before it even. I
don't think so. I don't think so. We had her in the middle of the pack on ours too. Okay. I think she's a coin flip. She's a total coin flip, but
She says, quote, I am very confrontational. Right?
That's why I called him Victor.
14 days into the see how well it did for Colton? He was very confrontational. Didn't help him that much.
Okay,
I didn't get voted out.
I didn't get voted out.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you really want to go there, Colton?
That's where you want to hang your hat, Colton, huh?
I don't think you want to go there.
Call, dude.
Yeah. Colton, if she makes it far, I will eat my words. I'm just worried about her.
Yeah. This is the vibe that I get from her, all right? She has traveled all over the world. Why? Because she's rich.
She's got a rich daddy.
She has always had everything handed to her. She has never had to work for anything in her life, and now she's going to be out here, and she's not going to be able to handle it. That's my thought.
Well, maybe I just relate to her.
Maybe so.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Love you, Colton. All right.
Okay.
I
think she's going to do well.
All right, Dan, I'm starting to wonder about these next two picks of ours.
Yeah, I'm skip the next one. Go the one past that.
But we got to do two. But we have to do two. So are we going to skip the next one
care. Yeah, skip it. No,
so we're doing the next
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th pick? No. Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Okay.
All right, so hold on. Let me text you real quick.
I mean, it's as long as you concur with me,
Why are you guys all of a sudden changing your tune? You had a number 8 pick, and now you're like, no.
Because I never liked that pick.
Okay.
Ever.
I really wanted Alicia.
Hello?
So we're moving. Is that right? I just sent you the message.
Yeah.
And then we're doing the next two on the list.
It's not like we have a whole lot left.
I will defer to you on it. Make the call. I'll support you. I'm behind you either way. Make the call.
All right. Well, we're not going to pick that person. Our next person. But I just. Oh.
Then pick the person. Go
I
ahead,
don't want
Dwaine.
him on my team. All right. I'm going to skip the next two.
Wow.
Who
Okay.
are you guys?
Go ahead.
All right.
Go
Our
ahead.
next pick is Scott Pollard.
Really?
Who is that?
The NBA recruit.
Um,
Come on,
Oh,
y'all.
yeah.
We're all at the bottom of our list. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scott Pollard. Maybe he and Jason will hit it off.
I think they have.
I don't think he's going to win, but I think he's going to make it further than the other two people we just passed up. So there you go.
Okay.
All right. Anybody got anything to say about Scott?
Yeah, there you go. That's it right there.
All right.
No, in all seriousness, it's just that athletes, I don't know.
Fare well. They don't fare well.
Yeah. I mean, John Rocker was helpful in challenges, I guess, and like they still got rid of him. It didn't really matter. I do see though what you're saying about him bonding. Like, look at this cast photo. Sarge has his arm on Scott. Like
There
they're
you
all
go.
buddies. Like if you look
See?
at I will say this tribe looks already very close. The other two
Yes.
tribes are just kind of standing there like statues, and this tribe is already kind of like bonding buddy. So
Right.
I don't know what that means, but it's just the athletes are not always the best.
Right. All right, so we picked Scott, and we are also going to pick Dan. Did you see my note?
I did. I don't want that pick.
Okay.
I'd rather go back to number 11 over that one.
Okay, write the name down because I don't remember who 11 is. It just better not be the one I think's getting medevaced. You know who I think's getting medevaced?
Yes.
Debbie.
That's not who you're saying, is
No.
it? Okay,
No,
then our
it's
next
not.
pick. I'm going with Dan on this. Our next pick is Aubrey.
Yeah, I know.
Aubrey.
You know something? I think Aubrey is on. She's on the Brain Tribe.
Yes.
I don't think she's going to fare well, but I think she's going to get points.
I do too.
I think she's going to get professional points. I do. I think she's going to be like Abby Maria. She's going to get points. Yeah,
No.
because I don't. No. Hold on. From the not like angry all over the place, but I think she's going to be so off the wall with like crazy stuff. I think she's going to get a lot of confessionals.
All right.
I do not think if this girl makes the merge, I will eat anything you guys send to me. I don't care what it is. I don't think she will make the merge. She's a pre-merge boot all day.
Yeah,
Well, now, I don't
who
think
does she get along with? Who does she get along with, Neil?
Nobody. That's the problem.
She gets along with Elizabeth.
I don't.
Come on, y'all. What? I think Aubrey's kind of like a Julia in that she'll make it. She'll make it through. They're not going to vote her off.
I don't agree with that even a little bit.
Dwaine, this is a social game.
Yeah, well, she's, social.
You know who Aubrey reminds me of? She reminds me more of Courtney from your season, Colton.
Wait, the one that broke her
That girl that
foot
broke her arm?
Yes,
before they
the
ever
one
even-
that broke
I
her
just
wrist.
went, who?
Yeah, right. The very first
Nobody's
challenge.
heard from her since the season. So
I know,
that
but
ain't
there was
good.
something about those two videos that just made me think of Courtney, and I think Courtney might have had potential on this particular tribe. I don't think she'll fare well, but
Listen,
I think she'll have some funny comments.
But
And
you
I think
also-
she might
Aubrey-
get airtime.
Aubrey has sniffed too many of those 64-pack crayons, okay? And, like, she's doing some weird stuff on that beach, I guarantee.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think she was sniffing them. I think she was eating the crayons. But that's, again, that's just.
No, you know what, though? She could do well. I don't know. She's a huge wild card for me. I think she's a little bit too wacky. However, if she can channel that and just keep it to her confessionals and not be so strange, like
Right.
on the beach, she might be okay. She
But
might be okay.
Yes.
She does say, I'm inherently observant and social. So she's social.
Yeah, a social media manager. That's her job.
Well,
Yeah, if that's what she's calling social.
The very definition of social.
Well, 'cause I have all kinds of friends on Facebook.
So what the fuck? What the freak does she do? Does she run her own social media and say
No,
she's
she works for a company.
managing it?
She works for a
Yeah,
company.
she does it for a company, yeah.
What company?
She's like their PR social person. I don't
She
know.
could surprise
Google.
us all. She could surprise us all. I don't know.
And I think it would be a shock if she went far in the game.
If she
All right.
I'm
goes
sorry,
far,
Aubrey. I'm sorry.
I think y'all get the next two picks. I wonder
Okay.
if David is with us again. David?
I know, this is
I
sad.
don't know. Look at his face. He's kind of
Oh,
frozen.
he looks
in a
dejected.
Yeah,
weird
he's
position.
frozen again.
It's because he wore a Deadpool hat. That's why.
All right, it's Kelley and Colton show again.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
Kelley.
Y'all are now the twice instead of the thrice.
Okay, hold on. I need David. Where are you? This is
Well,
depressing.
you can message him in y'all's little message thing.
I am, but I don't even know if he's online. Colton, check your thing really quick.
Oh,
All right,
I feel like
Dan,
we're
do
missing our leader. We're missing our leader.
Well, yeah. Dan, do we need to reorder our picks?
Yeah, why don't you guys do that for a second?
So I'm thinking.
No, we'll go with what you had last said next.
Okay, and then we'll go with medevac person, and then the final three in the order we had them. Because I don't think this person's medevaced early, so I don't want to. All right.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. So what do y'all want to do here?
Colton, I don't know if you're on board with what we're gonna do here, but you got your Alicia pick, so
I tell
you
you
got your
what.
Alicia pick.
Kelley,
I
I'm
tell
behind
you
you
what.
100%.
I'm gonna play a commercial while y'all wait for
all
Dan.
right. Well, Kelley's got to make a pick, and then I got to make a pick.
Okay. All right. Well, let me play this real quick.
Okay.
What's up, guys? It's Will from Wonder Lake again, a.k.a. the Giant Ninja. Well, shopping season is upon us again, and if you'd like to support the podcast while you're doing your online shopping at absolutely no cost to you, just visit www.sgwdd.com/Amazon or go to D&D's website and follow the links. Now, back to the show. Later, peeps.
All right. Thank you for shopping Amazon. Only if you use our links. Otherwise, just. All right, go ahead. Who's y'all's next pick? David's like, what did we just? Who did we just?
David, are you back?
Oh
He's
man,
not
David's
here.
so unhappy.
This is
I gotta tell
so
you what.
sad. He's not happy right now.
No, he's not. He's not. Well, I mean, are y'all able to converse at all?
Yeah, we are, but we can't. The problem is we can't decide. We're having a moment that you guys had last time around.
All right. Well, I'll play some.
making a decision.
I can play the Survivor theme song while y'all are waiting.
Well, I don't care. Kelley, look at the message and just pick one. Honestly, or pick two. Tell me which one to pick. I don't care.
Okay.
Take the reins, Kelley.
I just sent you.
I sent you two options.
I know you did. But I think the one person is in the equation regardless, so I say let's pick him.
I mean, I definitely think.
Okay, I look at David. I think we do it. I think we go with David's thing.
You think that person
Okay.
is going to last a long time? Not the person you picked, I agree with, but the person he said,
Okay.
you really think they're going to last long?
No, let's do the one pick that we agree on. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
because you got two.
Pick that.
You got two.
And maybe David will come back by then. David,
Yeah.
get in the chat, figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Totally.
we are gonna go with our next pick. We're gonna go with Ty.
Ty. Okay.
Really?
I like
Yes,
Ty.
Really.
This is
And-
one.
Yeah,
That,
we
Here's
we
why.
definitely disagreed on Ty.
yeah. Ty
Okay.
was very high on my list.
Okay,
He was very
okay.
low on mine.
I like him because I think that he's going to contribute around camp. I think that with the two alphas in Nick and Caleb, I think that the women are going to enjoy the breath of fresh air, which would be Ty. I think that he could potentially slip under the radar. I think people are going to look at him and be like, meh. He's not going to be top of their target list.
I
That's my opinion.
I mean, respectfully,
No,
one of
you
the
can
things I
disagree, Dan. That's what makes it fun. Go ahead.
well, the thing about and Dwaine and I were talking about this, and my reason why I didn't like him, I put him very, very low, like bottom 3.
Well, we have 5 people left, so he's pretty low.
Yeah. The reason why I didn't like him is because when you've got 2 tribes and you've got 8, 9, or 10 people in a tribe, it's easy to hide. When you're in a 3-tribe situation, you can't hide. I agree. So I think in a tribe of Nick, Caleb, Anna, I think they're going to gravitate to the younger people, and he is so much substantially older. It's really going to matter if he can pull any kind of weight in a challenge. And if he is behind a step, they're going to cut him fast.
I do not see those 3 women handling Nick's ego for more than 24 hours.
It depends on their. It depends on their knowledge or their viewpoint of Survivor. Because if they look at it from the perspective of all we care about is winning a challenge, we have to avoid tribal council at all costs.
They're not going to think that.
If they
They're
don't,
newbies.
But that doesn't mean they don't have enough knowledge of the game. Just because they're new, that doesn't mean. Well, no, I mean you could be completely right. Some tribes have done that. They got rid of Stone Kim last season, and that was, I still did, our season rather. I thought that was a terrible choice.
Well, thanks.
And again, you could be right.
Yeah.
You could
I don't
be
know.
completely right.
You could be right too.
If they simply gravitate towards strength, I think he's going to be an early boot.
Okay, so I think it could go one of 2 ways. One way is Nick and Caleb get on the girls' nerves, so the girls get with Ty, and Ty lasts a while. All right? That is one way. I think that's the way Kelly's thinking it's going to go. Right?
Right.
Is that right, Kelley? Yes, okay, I'm sorry. The other way I think it could go is Nick and Caleb, that the girls do hit it off with Nick and Caleb, or they're thinking we want to win challenges, and they're all in the ocean together having fun, and Ty's up on the island getting coconuts and climbing trees. And so then whenever they do lose, the hey, we're all having lunch together, we're the cheerleaders in the football team, we're going to vote out the guy, in the chem lab.
He's not going to bond.
Yeah, I think it's going to go one of those 2 ways. So, but anyway. All right, so Ty. Colton, did you have anything to say about Ty? You like his glasses? Anything? What?
No.
Oh.
I don't have anything to say.
Well stated, Colton. Right on the mark, dude.
Colton
awesome.
takes a drink of wine.
Oh gosh, this is too good.
No.
This is really hard without David, honestly, because I think we should. Colton, I think since David's not here to say his piece this entire time, and we're picking the team for us, we should go with who he wants. You're not happy about that?
Kelley.
Okay, Alicia.
She's gonna do well, and you're gonna be shocked.
If she is first boot, I am tweeting you so hard. So hard.
Please do. Send some of your followers my way.
And if Neil is first boot for you guys, I'm also tweeting you.
All right.
You will deserve it.
Kelley, we're gonna tweet each other regardless.
I know it's true. Are you tweeting me right now?
Okay.
All
right, here we go.
The D&D show has helped 3 survivors
Is this
become
our
friends.
final pick?
No, you have two more. You have one more pick, and then you get the last person.
Can you hear me now?
There's David. David, yes, we hear you. Speak now before you go away.
David,
I'm
speak
on
now
the
for everyone
freaking phone.
Speak now before you go away.
I had to go find my provider. I swear they are doing maintenance right now, and I'm about to go idle somebody right out of this.
David is so.
Okay. Well, David.
Are we still on round 3 of picking?
Sunk it.
Are we still on round 3? We're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We want Julia.
Listen to me. Listen to me. David. Listen to me. Okay.
Serenity.
David.
I was gonna pick who he told me to pick.
All right.
Okay, David. Hold
Let's
up.
talk to David. All right, here we go.
Okay, put your drink down. Focus. Okay.
Me?
No.
No, honey, not you. Keep drinking. Okay. That's fine. So I like it. It's making me want to go to wine. Okay.
Hey, you want a step?
Thank you.
We got Jack Daniels in Dan's window, and we got wine. And
Okay, David.
I have a V8 energy.
Jack Daniels, bite your tongue.
Well, whatever it is you're drinking, it looks like Jack Daniels.
It's iced tea, thank you very much.
Do you drink sweet tea, Dan?
Just regular iced tea. No,
right,
I don't need to drink brown Kool-Aid. I'm a grown up.
All right, Kelley,
Okay.
talk to David. Sorry.
David. We just picked Ty.
Yeah, I've been listening to the whole thing. Y'all just couldn't hear me comment. Yeah, I'm yelling and screaming.
Okay, so
No word.
we're down to the two people that we were talking about. Are you? Colton wants one. You want the other. I'm leaning more towards the one you want, David. But I'm really like whatever you guys want is fine. So. Are you?
I mean, basically, we don't want Debbie. Anyone else? Like.
Well, we're gonna get stuck with her because we get last pick. So Debbie, come to mama. Like, fine. Like, we're gonna get Debbie. So
Hey,
we
see
just,
this chick right here? Hey, see that? Yours, baby.
Colton, do you think my pick is going to go medevac or something?
No, my worry with your pick is that your pick, traditionally in Survivor, in 20 or 30, 31 seasons, the demographic of your pick typically goes early.
You know what? We can talk about his by name because they're going to take the other two and not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. But Bob Crowley won. What was? Oh my God, I can't even think of his name, and I loved him. The guy who was on with Stephanie. Oh my God. He said,
Tom.
No, Tom
Bobby
Lexman.
John.
Like, it's not
Bobby John.
impossible. It's not impossible.
Yeah, but
Rudy made it to.
That person's 70.
I don't think Joe can win, but I think he's got enough life experience and enough business experience from what he did that he can get
Okay,
along.
let me ask you a question.
Let me
ask you a question, and this will determine what I think. The beauty tribe loses. Who gets voted out first, Caleb or Nick? Which one do you think?
Nick, by far.
Nick.
Okay, well then pick Joe.
Okay. I think Nick. What? I don't know if y'all even heard anything I said about 5 hours ago.
No,
but anyway,
we didn't hear anything.
We were talking about the beauty girls getting aligned. I think they're going to align with Ty because I think he's going to be the less of three evils as far as people talking and getting along with people. And I mean, you got some big personalities on that beauty tribe. You know, I like Caleb, but I don't know how he's going to be in this game. Nick could be a nice guy, but I don't think they're going to buy what he's selling. And I think Ty's going to be the older guy that they look to and say, you know what, we'll take him of the three guys. So I think it's going to come down to Nick or maybe Caleb, but I think it's going to be Nick. I think Nick's going to want to lead, and I think he's going to be first gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so y'all officially pick?
We'll pick Joe.
David, go ahead.
Joe. All right, they picked Joe. I
We
think
know who
Joe's
you're gonna
medevac.
pick. I think he might be too, but
Yeah.
let's hope it's not in episode 1.
Yeah, we think he's one of the medical evacs.
He
Yeah.
could be. Yeah,
Those were some old-looking legs on that preview, so.
Feel the burn.
Yeah.
It looked like I saw the white hair, too.
yeah, but we don't know how far in, like, you know.
Right. No, I agree.
Right.
No, I agree with the logic. I think the FBI, the PI thing. I think he's got a lot of worldly experience that could tie into this game. The only problem is in those positions, you tend to be a person that barks orders at people, and
I understand that.
That will not serve him well if that's the way he is.
I don't think he's a BB.
That means him and Debbie will get along great.
Well, I don't think
they'll
he's a
kill
BB.
each other.
I don't think he's going to be like BB. I don't think he's going to be like that from season 1, but I don't know.
Well, we know who you.
Season 1.
All right, so
We
it's
know who you
obvious.
guys are picking. We know
All
who
right,
you're
so
picking.
so let's just go one at a time. Obviously, we're going to pick Sydney and Nick. Those are our next two. All right. So there you go. Let's see.
Well, do you want to talk about him?
Well, I'm afraid Sydney's going to have. It's like which Sydney's going to come out, and I don't think she's going to be able to control which Sydney comes out.
Well, and I think she is going to have a very hard time with the food. I think she is going to really, really struggle with that. And I think that's going to force. I think that's going to force Mr. Hyde out of her, or Ms. Hyde. Sorry. I don't think she's going to do well with this lack of food.
That's why she was down on my list, because of her build, because of her stature, and just she's going to go Garrett in a matter of less than a week.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
Yes. That scares me.
Right. Also, she's going to have attitude. Because she said, "You're not eating what I made," or "You're not eating what I caught."
Right.
So that's not going to go very well on the island.
That's going to get her kicked off so fast.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think gym's strength, correlates into challenge threat, even slightly.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, our next pick is just kidding, Nick.
Yeah. We'll just go with Wanker. How about that? This guy stinks. And again, I don't know anything
Tell us
other
what you
than
really
this
think, man.
video. This guy he stinks of vinegar because he's a douchebag. That's what that's all I can think to myself. He's transparent. These girls are going to see through him in a second. This guy is not going to fare well.
Unless it's all a show. What if it's all a show? Many people on Twitter are saying that it's all a show.
No,
and
I
that
don't
once
believe
it gets
it.
on the island, it won't be that way.
I don't
think
it.
so.
I think you look at the 3 guys on Beauty, and you look at the 3 girls on Beauty, and the 3 girls on Beauty are much closer together in age and the way they are, and I just see them aligning quicker than I see the 3 guys aligning. I see Ty looking at Nick and then looking at Caleb, and I just don't see those 3 meshing like the 3 girls are going to mesh, and I think it's going to be Nick in trouble or Caleb in trouble.
David, your ceiling makes me want wedding cake.
Well, did you like my tie looking at Nick?
Colton looks so confused.
All right, so we've got Nick. Who would y'all like to pick for your last teammate, your last team person?
Come on over, Debbie.
Oh, poor Debbie. Poor Debbie.
You guys, if she wins, I will die.
I think all of us will drop dead.
When you pick out when your mama taught you to pick out a bathing suit, Kelley, didn't she tell you not to have big round circles right there?
Well,
Didn't she tell you not to do that?
Well, so quick funny story. I did a short Periscope on just looking at the cast without even knowing them. And I had said something about Debbie's bathing suit, and someone tweeted at her and said, "Oh, Kelley wants to know where your bathing suit was from." I didn't really want to know. And she wrote back with the link. I think it was like Hot Topic or something.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Do you think that's really hers? It just looks like one of those things that, we don't like the bathing suit you brought, so here's your choices. That one? Or that's it?
The wardrobe doesn't work like that.
They would never, ever
They gave her a choice: otter or lion or tiger.
I'm surprised that Maria and Wardrobe let her wear that, to be honest. I'm very surprised.
Thank you.
It's, something? It's unique. We're talking about it, aren't we?
All right. So, basically, y'all got, looking at our tribes, y'all got your top, how many of your, if you went down your draft, when did you first lose a player?
Julia.
Julia was the first one we lost.
And what pick was that? 5 or 6?
She was in our top 5, I think.
She was in your top 5?
Yeah.
Nice. So y'all really got the team you wanted. We didn't get but 2 of our top 5.
Well, sucks to suck.
Oh, God.
That just now I feel like I was on the island whenever Colton would be like, someone would be sitting by the fire and he'd be talking with somebody else and just being ruthless to the person sitting by the fire. Now I kind of feel like that. All right. All right.
Save your cheers because you'll want them when Neil and Caleb are voted out.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a fun season.
Yeah. Cherish her.
No, I know.
So tonight I will update the website with all the pictures of the people we picked. They will be placed in the order in which we picked them, and I will update the tribe names. And then also Colton and David are going to have a Gordon Holmes-like power ranking contest Gordon
good.
Holmes gave us permission to use his scoring system, and I believe that will be up either tomorrow or Saturday, either Friday or Saturday. So, and they're gonna do power rankings before the episode, and then somehow they score points, and it'll get updated all day.
It's going to happen. It's very simple. I'm going to rank them 1 to 18, and so is Colton. And whoever gets voted out, we get points for where they were ranked. So if I rank Peter 8th and he gets voted out, I get 8 points. But if Colton had him down at like 12th or 13th, he gets 12 or 13 points. And that's all there is to it.
Okay.
Okay, so the lower you rank them, the better it is.
The more points we can get if they're voted out.
Okay. All right.
So you just go ahead and put Alicia on down your list.
I wasn't actually party to that pick because I wasn't actually on. So
No, David, you can't start doing this kind of stuff.
Listen, I tried.
I like Alicia. Whatever, however you pronounce it. I just don't like their tribe. I agree with Colton. She's on the wrong tribe.
Yeah.
A lot of these people could be on a lot of tribes.
I just think that's going to put her in a bad spot.
Weird. Like, I don't understand the divisions at all.
I don't either.
I definitely agree with that. It's a little strange.
I want to show y'all what the new graphic looks like.
That's awesome.
Looks like you.
All right. This is David and Colton's new graphic. Isn't that cool? It's Colton Cumbie's. So there you go.
Oh, there we go.
All right. So have y'all heard anything about the way Hidden Immunity Idols are going to be played, or anything else that y'all want to talk about the actual show coming up?
No, nothing.
I
haven't heard
if
anything about it.
Likes you, you're more likely to find one.
What'd you say, Colton?
If production likes you, you're more likely to
I
find
heard
one.
if Pope likes you, you're more likely to find one.
So Prope's like Kelley then.
Really?
Oh, I'm sure
the
they loved
invisible
her.
the invisible pre-merge?
Okay, wait a second now. Let's take a look at those two idols from her season. Both her and Jeremy had to find one in the middle of a challenge. That was awesome. The
that
second
really was
Kelley
cool.
found, totally random clue, but it was underneath the new shelter, and again, she had to wait for her moment when nobody was in camp to be able to get it. Jeremy, just walk down that path, and it's right there by all these torches where nobody
Exactly,
is.
that's what I'm saying.
You know?
I love that
That's
Kelley
true.
literally waited until people were gone, because you
Yes.
better believe I would have waited until they were all in camp and just went dugging up under
You
there
would
and
have
been like,
knocked
oh,
people
look what I
unconscious,
found.
Colton.
I'd even go as far as to say that her challenge idol was harder to get than Jeremy's. Jeremy just had to get to the box first and grab it.
Actually, I would have said, Abby, could you crawl up under there and get that for me?
I do not know why you are making me crawl around.
I find this. What do? You hand it to me.
Do y'all remember the season? I don't remember who the two players were, but a guy and a girl were all
It
looking
was
for idols.
It was Andrea
I think it was
and
Andrea,
Eric
yeah.
Reichenbach.
Oh, it was Andrew
Yes.
and Eric. Yeah.
Oh,
And
the
Eric
stand-
picks it out, and she goes, "Thank you," and takes it from him.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go,
Amazing.
Andrea. One of my favorite moves.
Karamoan, yep.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
My computer's dying.
No.
We look forward to crushing you.
Yeah, well, we will keep up with this. We will talk about it
Good
every
luck
week.
with that Michelle pick.
Yeah.
Listen, Alicia, you got nothing to say, all right?
We pick our number one.
Hey, y'all got Debbie.
Number one or number 9, it doesn't matter. Still
Hey,
a
we-
pick on your side.
We might have Debbie, but should I go through your list?
All right, these are the people that you have that I am upset with. I'm upset
go
that you
ahead.
have these people. I'm upset you have Liz.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I'm
Queen.
very upset you have Jason.
Jason.
I thought
Yes.
you were picking Jason first.
And
I
that
thought you
is
were picking
all.
first.
Those are the only two players of yours that I wish we had.
That
From
is such a
now
lie.
on,
Elizabeth
you
and
are
Jason.
Queen.
Yeah.
Well, the only person we wish we had is Julia. Everyone
Really?
else is all.
Really?
We wish we could have Julia and give you Debbie and half of our other people.
I'm going to go with no on that one. Not a chance.
Watch, Julia's the first one out.
Why, do you guys want to trade Debbie for Nick?
No.
No, there is no trading. There is no trading.
Idea.
Colton is okay with that idea. That was the choice between Nick and Joe when we were debating.
Yeah.
I think Nick's going to get a lot of confessional time.
In the
In one episode?
Yeah, but he's got to last a while. Otherwise, it doesn't matter.
In the 90-minute premiere, he's going to get 3 confessionals.
He's got to last long enough for that to matter.
Premiere with these people?
Yes. Next week is 90 minutes.
And but Colton, after that, you can tune in and listen to me and David and Varner talk about it.
I will.
Are you guys doing that night?
Guys, Varner's going to be hilarious. Yeah, we're going to do it that night.
I'm going to call in.
Okay.
You're going to get a busy signal, dude.
Yeah. Varner will be with us Wednesday night of
With
the
my
premiere at 10:30, or as soon as I can get the show watched. So, wow. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to this season. I think it's going to be great. The more I look at the cast, the more I'm looking forward to watching them on my television.
I really don't think it's going to be that great.
You don't? Dan doesn't either? How about you, Kelley? Oh, no. I got to keep it positive.
Here's the thing.
I want people to listen to our show, so they got to like the show to watch and listen.
No, it's just that it just makes me a bit concerned that they're promoting how brutal it is. It just seems like, I feel like there's
nothing else to promote.
Like, is there anything else, like,
yes.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about.
But again, Kelley, look at your season. Out of all the seasons that have ever been played, it was very difficult because there were so many strong players. It was difficult to predict who the winner could have been. And now we're going on.
Jeremy got the winner's edit on like episode 7, but yeah.
He was getting the winner's edit right away. He was. But I mean, seriously, before the game even started, you're looking at you, Jeremy, Savage. There were so many people on that season that really had potential. And then we go to this cast right on the heels of yours, and I think the cast themselves they're lackluster. But
I know, I'm worried.
But coming on the heels of you guys, I think that makes it even worse. And
I know.
My hopes are high, but my expectations are low.
Well, you know what?
Say that, but
that's not a bad thing.
I gotta go.
All right, see you later, Colton. Thank you so much for coming on, Colton.
Thanks, Colton.
You're
Bye.
awesome.
Bye.
So here's my thought on all the pushing of the
medical thing.
Yeah. This is what I told my wife that could be happening. They're trying to get another demographic, right? It's kind of like there's a wreck on the highway, so you want to slow down and look. And so there are people who don't watch Survivor who might be attracted to watching at least the first couple episodes because, oh my gosh, something drastic's going to happen, so I want to watch it.
You don't think if more people didn't tune in for the America's Vote season, they're not tuning in for the evac season?
No,
absolutely.
Okay. If I've never watched Survivor, I don't give a rat's butt about this America's Vote if I've never watched Survivor. But if I've never watched Survivor and now they're showing helicopters coming in and picking up people who are dying on the island, I'm going to...
They're going after the train wreck demographic.
Yeah.
Right.
I disagree.
I honestly, Kelley, I agree with you. I think the whole season is so lackluster. They're finding anything to try to pump it, and unfortunately, the best they can come up with is we've got a whole buttload of evacuations.
Okay,
and
so what else are you
going to really worried?
I think this season is going to remind us why they call the show Survivor. And Dan and I were talking for a few minutes last night. I think the season is going to be about these people getting through 39 days. I think last season was played on such a high level that people weren't looking around saying, "Where's the food? Where's the camera people? Where's this?" Last season we had strategy on such a high level that it was another game altogether. They just took it to another place. And I think this season we're really going to be reminded why the game's called Survivor, and it's going to go back to that level.
I see that, but I just don't evacs can't carry a season. I'm okay with one evacuation. I'm okay with that because you're like, oh my god, that's horrible.
I don't want to see anybody get evacuated.
Well, no, you're right. I don't. But I'm saying if that happens, it's like.
But it's part of the game.
Right.
It can be part of the game, right?
But don't want to, like, I don't want the preview for the next week to be like, and then we have another. It's like, I'm good.
Right.
You
Right.
know? I want to see a
saying-
blind side. I want to see some idle plays. I want to see.
So do
wanna
I.
see good strategy. I mean,
Okay.
I was even, you know, a lot of people bitched about the fact that they built you guys a shelter. Who wants to watch you guys just sitting there huddled up episode after episode after episode? I was glad they did that because then it got back to gameplay. It wasn't about you guys just sitting there freezing and watching Fishback go take another bathroom
That was
break.
sad. That was so bad. And you know what? It wasn't like we got that after a day. That was 5 or 6 days of I was not moving from the shelter. I would have to go do an interview, and I would literally shake my head and be like, no. And they go, yes, you have to come. And I would go, I'm not leaving. Like, I'm freezing.
Right.
I'm not moving from this spot. It didn't even, like, in confessional, I didn't even care what I was saying because I just wanted to go back to the shelter.
Right.
Because you couldn't think clearly. You were so cold.
And not eating.
Right.
No fire, nothing.
No fire, no food. Yeah, I mean, and that's not interesting. That's not interesting to watch.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, enough about that.
No.
No,
So,
that was good.
So my question is, well, not my question, but my point. I understand. I want to see really good gameplay too. I'm saying the reason why they're doing these kind of commercials is they're reaching people who aren't going to be reached by, and we have strong idle play, because the people that reaches are people that like Survivor. They already know they like Survivor. They're trying to get people hooked. They're throwing in a lure, and the lure is the medevac. And then they're hoping once they get them watching the premiere that they'll like it and they'll stay a little bit longer. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm having hope. I'm having hope.
Yeah. Again, I think that's a good perspective, but like I said, it's the train. They're trying to go after they're going after the train wreck demographic.
Yeah.
All
right.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
So y'all haven't heard about the special idol thing?
I've seen things floating around the internet about it, yes.
Well, I think Probst has actually
I've heard
talked to
nothing.
Dalton about it. Didn't
Yeah,
Probst
he
talk to
has.
Dalton?
That's why I said floating the internet, yes.
Okay, so I think what's going on is there's like a yin and a yang. This is a yin, and this is a yang. If you play them together, they're super idol.
Yes.
How the
What?
heck is that going to work?
So you can, as far as I know, so it's like if I had one piece, I could use it as a regular idol.
Right.
But let's say, Dwaine, you have one, and we are working together, and we end up finding out we both have one. We can together use it at a tribal council after the votes are read.
Right.
Or
which
you
is
could
amazing.
you could use them individually.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's where the suspense is going to be, is if when Kelley finds hers, her paper is going to say, this is an immunity idol that you can use. However, there is another immunity idol that fits this idol like a puzzle. And if you combine it, it becomes a super idol for so-and-so. So that begs the question, who do you start talking to? Who do you actually
You don't talk to
share?
anybody.
Well,
That's the thing.
so they'll never
Yeah.
come together.
Absolutely.
They'll never come together then.
It's
Yeah,
too
but you know
dangerous. You
something?
can't go talking around and being like, who has the other idol?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Who's going to go around talking to people about who's got the other idol?
Yeah, but think about it. If you've got two pieces of this idol, Dave's got one, Dwayne's got the other, you put them together for the super idol, who gets it? Only one of you get it. Why would you reveal the fact that you've got one to potentially lose what you had? A bird in the hand's better than two in the bush.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. I don't
Unless
like
one
that
person
idea
finds
at all.
them both, and I think it's going to be two different camps.
But
don't think
I gotta, and again,
That's
that's
what
one
I'm
of those things. If you can use it after the votes are read, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've been saying for a while, I'd kind of like to see, and I'm, maybe they'll do it someday. I don't know. I'd like to see an anti-idol. So if Dwaine and Kelley, that's a better example. Kelley has an idol. She whips it out. She goes, I'm playing this idol. I feel like I'm in trouble. All of a sudden, Dwaine stands up and says, I have an idol negator. So now he can play his idol and wipe your idol out. It doesn't help you offensively. It helps you defensively. I think that might be interesting.
Be like the Denver Broncos idol. The great defensive idol. The idol
It's
gator.
interesting. Yeah,
But seriously,
Idol gator.
go ahead.
I'm just kind of a fan of like just I just don't like all the complications in the game.
Right.
It's just like I don't like the twists. I just would like 18 people who want to play. That's it. I don't know. That's just,
You want to go a little old school,
yes.
like even without the idols.
No.
Yeah,
But limit them.
Yeah.
there was definitely a lot of idle play in your season.
All right, so in our chat room, Mike K has a really good point saying that, and this is why you didn't see the Super Idol played in the Second Chance season, because it didn't quite work out the way they wanted in this season.
Oh, that's
Because it was filmed before Second Chance. If it was a big hit, you probably would have seen it in Second Chance.
Yeah.
That could be.
All right, but I mean, they had it in Tony's season, and everybody was too stupid to vote for him.
That was one idol. That wasn't a combination idol. That was only one.
Well, no, but he had a super idol.
Yeah.
You could play it after the vote. And all he kept doing was, well, I got an idol. I got my bag of tricks. And everybody went, well, I guess we shouldn't vote for him then. What the hell? Jeez.
The advantage
you make him the target. You force him to play those idols. Get him out of the game.
But if that's the only thing that can come out of these two separate idols becoming one is if Dwaine and I both have it and we're luckily aligned and we reveal it, then because eventually we got to find this other idol, then he and I hold the super idol and then wait for one of us to get voted out, and then we just save ourselves. And
how many people are going to do that, though? How many people are going to give up half of an idol to keep themselves safe so you can get a super idol?
Here's how I think it would work. It would be better if, like, let's say you and I both had half the super idol. We were aligned and we knew that.
Okay.
Let's say that you and I go into tribal and we see my name comes up. You would be willing to sacrifice yours because you already know I have it. Yeah, so you're right. But that also is like, an idol is so precious in the game. I'm just a selfish person. I wouldn't do it. I would use it for me.
I wouldn't either.
I don't know.
I wouldn't do it
That's
for
just
Dwaine.
me.
I can tell you that much.
I know damn well you wouldn't, dude. I saw how you played in Durham Warriors. You're a ruthless jerk.
But it comes down to who's willing to step out and make risky decisions and questionable comments, And I don't think it's going to happen at all, to be honest.
Because here's the thing. Look at, for example, this is a prime example. Jeremy, granted, he had two idols at the time and no one knew, but he played one for Stephen Fishback to keep an ally. Stephen Fishback went home the next time and he was out an idol.
Exactly. How did that work out?
Like, just because you save somebody doesn't mean that you've saved your alliance or whatever. Yeah, Jeremy ended up winning, but I'm just taking that one example of like.
Right. But that's a pretty unusual example.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't really help him that much to play it.
It didn't help him at all.
No. Here's one last thing. The one thing I just don't want to see is one dominant alliance run the game. That's all I'm asking for. It's not fun.
No pagonging, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I'm kind of hoping with the 3-tribe blend that it's you're not going to see that.
You think they'll mix it up as quickly as they did in Europe in your season, Kelley?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
So if that's the case, then do you think we have a dominant tribe here that's going to run the first couple of tribals?
I don't know.
I mean, challenges?
I think the tribe that's going to this first, the tribe that'll be going to the 2 tribal councils first would be the Beauty tribe. I think they're going to be the ones going to tribal council more than anybody else.
I tell you what,
they shuffle up the tribes.
Just for fun, do y'all want to pick first off if their tribe loses just for the fun of it? Let's look at the Brain tribe. If they lose, who goes home first?
Debbie.
Okay, that was easy.
Debbie and her bathing suit are hitting Ponderosa so fast she won't even know what happened.
You know something? It might be Debbie. It could be Aubrey.
You're right. It could be.
If Aubrey is just a total dud in challenges, they will cut her fast.
If it's Elizabeth, we are deleting this podcast completely.
All right. What about on the?
Cole was very strong about some of his picks. He was very not budget.
He had a lot of vehemence. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Well, hey, Colton.
I know.
You knew what you were getting into. So what about Braun?
I think
it's Alicia.
First off,
she's the smallest.
You're right.
Smallest female on that tribe.
Yeah.
If they're looking at strength, it's Alicia. And her attitude, if she brings this, attitude,
she's really,
it's a problem.
Yeah.
Who was Jennifer? Who's Jennifer?
Jennifer is the virtual construction.
She's on the right by Darnell in the cast photo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she's the contractor.
Right. You know, one thing I like about this season is all the tribes have physical strength on them. You know?
No, I gotta tell you, there's a chance that Sydney could go home first. If she is dismal, if she's dismal in these challenges, if she's like just all brawn and no coordination when it comes to these things, they could cut her fast. Because if she's bitching about food fast and she does poorly in the challenges, she could be the first boot from that tribe.
You could be right. I would say it's between Alicia and Sydney for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Beauty Tribe. See, this is where it gets funky because we don't know how they're going to interact.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards Ty's on the outs, and Ty might be the one that goes first.
I would say Nick or Ty, depending where the women go.
I'm afraid unless Julia actually bonds with the other girls, and I think she will bond with Michelle. I think Anna will jump in as well. I think Ty could be in real trouble, but if Nick is just too douchey, then I think they will cut him.
But see, I just don't know because they're gonna say that we don't like being around him, but then they're gonna look at him and go, but he can help us in challenges.
But Dwaine, when you're starving and you're on day 3 and you're already having to deal with somebody that you don't want to deal with,
right?
Vetus,
right.
Sometimes you make exceptions. So
come on, Kelley.
It could go either.
Kelly, hold on, Kelly. You gave Vetus a mud massage, right?
Not my decision.
I know. Did you see whatever he tweeted?
I have a bone to pick with you because when you tweeted that and you tagged him, I was actually going to message you and be like, take that down, because I knew you'd be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
And then
what did you tweet? I missed it.
Okay, but then I tried to push him off, and I said it was no big deal or whatever, and he didn't pursue it anymore.
Well, facts are facts. It happened. It's just the truth.
Exactly.
What did you tweet?
I was trying to get people to listen to the show, and so I tweeted something like, I don't remember what it was, just
What did Kelley do to Vetus in the water? Like, what?
Or something like that, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Kelly, thank you for coming back to our show.
I promise I will not do that for this podcast. I will not.
You're a bad person.
Who's the good one? See who's the good one?
Exactly. David, you've always been the good one. Always.
All right. Sorry, I got us sidetracked. Go ahead, David.
Well, I think back to Matt Singh in the Philippines and how Russell Swan controlled that tribe in the first challenge, sent the wrong people to the wrong task, and if Zane hadn't have been a smoking quitter, Russell should have been voted out after they lost the first challenge. And I could see Nick doing that same thing in the first challenge with this group. I could see him either not finishing his part of the challenge or messing up a puzzle or telling people which way to go and not giving people a chance to speak. I could just see him doing that, like Dan was saying, being that type of person, and he's going to want to lead, and I can see them saying, okay, he's gone. You know, even if we kept him and we got rid of Ty or Caleb, we'd still probably lose because the 3 girls aren't going anywhere. So we're not worried about the next challenge. We're going to stay aligned until the swap or the shuffle and hope that there's one coming soon. I think Nick's the first one that's going to go on Beauty if they lose.
I would just like to say, I'm getting tweets that Thrice is nice lucked out with Debbie and y'all got stuck with Nick.
Oh. Nice.
Apparently it's in the chat room too.
Yes. All right.
And Mike K agrees. No way Ty goes first. And in Mike K says it so.
Yeah.
The chat room believes it's Nick. Yep, Nick is the first one to go.
Yeah.
That'd be a shame. Too bad you're not going to get your 15 points for that. So.
Like, I mean, again, it depends on the perspective of the tribe. If Ty does horribly in a challenge, like really badly. Like he just drags along. They're gonna look at him as dead weight.
But see,
I think he's gonna be like the little spider monkey. Like I think he's gonna like surprise them all.
Yeah, he's gonna be like Mighty Mouse.
Hey, just so you know, Dwaine, Sarge Jason is a little disappointed that he didn't get picked first overall. He said number 3 overall. I guess I will take it, even though this beard is a clear first rounder.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Twitter. Yes, I saw that.
He's on the right team.
I respect the beard, man. I love it, Jason. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, y'all.
All right, guys.
Anything else? It's been awesome. It's been fun. Thank you so much for coming on.
Nothing left to do but count the points, baby.
You wish.
That's
you and your ice cream man. You and your ice cream man and Beast Code Cowboy.
That's right. All right, y'all. We don't have any iTunes reviews this week, so if you'd like to leave us an iTunes reviews, we'd love it. It helps our podcast get seen. What the heck is that?
Not the game night.
Nice.
Yeah.
You need to knock on their door and go, excuse me. You know, you kind of have a loud voice.
I told Arlen I was going to do that, and then he got mad all over again, like, who was that woman? I was like, oh, don't worry about it. It's over. It's fine. It's over.
Yeah. So leave us an iTunes review. That would be awesome. Whether you watch or listen, thank you so much. Next week, Jeff Varner, and then, of course, a separate listener podcast. And listen, become a D&D patron. You'll get to be a part of our conference call with Kelley and her friends, where all topics are free for discussion. Unless
most topics.
Yeah, most topics.
Don't go tweeting that.
Yeah,
as long as they are PG rated, okay?
Well, these are our patrons. It's patrons only, and so we have pretty good patrons. You know, we don't have any.
Well, listen, I love giving a shout out to my buddy Billy out in Vegas, because if it wasn't for him, I never would have found you guys.
Well, you're awesome. Thank you.
Got to give a shout out to my buddy Philip out in Vegas. Love you, buddy.
That's right. Use our Amazon links, and also, Kelley, do you have anything else? Are you promoting anything or doing anything you want everybody to know about?
No promotions. No promotions.
Did you have fun in New York at Andrea's thing?
I did. It was a lot of fun.
That looked like
met a lot of people.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun.
It was super fun. Yeah, Andrea's fantastic. So.
I'm going to New York in November.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, I'm joining. I'm bringing some people from my choir. We're going to sing at Carnegie Hall. It's going to be awesome.
So we're thinking about we're after Durham Warriors this June. I think we're going to have a little family vacation in New York after that. So this will be my first trip to New York. The girls have been, but Victoria and I haven't been. So this will be our first trip.
You've never been to New York, really?
No, I haven't been.
Wow.
Start spreading the news.
Thanks, Liza.
All right, everybody. It's been a blast. We will talk to you later. Have a great night. And thank you for listening, and thank you for watching.
See ya.